half the man my dad is. Everything you've done these past 10 years, it just makes you more pathetic. Her words were sharper than her mother's. Sarah's betrayal stung, but Elisa's rejection carved straight through bone. I had raised her. I had fed her, taught her, stayed up all night when she had nightmares. And now, before Francis even set foot back in this house, I had already become nothing. My vision blurred again and I could barely steady my breath. My voice, hoarse and quiet, came out once more. Sarah, let's get a divorce. Before the mother and daughter in front of me could respond, a piercing voice snapped from behind. Oliver, what the hell is wrong with you? I turned. My parents were here. Elise immediately launched herself into my mother's arms, tears streaming down her cheeks, her voice trembling with practiced outrage. Grandma, you're finally here. This man stole my dad's place for 10 years. And now, before my real dad even comes back, he wants to divorce my mom. You were right, he's nothing but ungrateful. Her words tumbled out in a breathless rush, as if she'd rehearsed them. Meanwhile, Sarah didn't miss a beat. She gathered the sobbing Elise in her arms, her expression stone cold. Without looking back, she delivered a final parting shot. Keep your son in check. Don't let him cause any more trouble for me. With that, she walked off, taking Elise with her. A second later, a loud slap landed across my cheek. The sting was sharp, immediate. My head tilted slightly from the force, but I didn't move otherwise. My mother's voice rose, shaking with fury. What more do you want? You're the Rogers son-in-law. It's been 10 years. Any resentment you had should have burned out long ago. She jabbed a finger toward me. You think we don't know you blame us? That you resent having to take your brother's place in that wedding? But what do you think would have happened if you hadn't? Do you think you'd be living the life you are now? If I were you, I'd be kneeling before Sarah, begging her not to kick me out. My father stepped forward and pulled her back with a hand on her shoulder. He was calmer, but no less disappointed. Enough. He's not a child. Say your piece, but don't raise your hand again. Then he turned to me, his gaze heavy with judgment. You don't seem to understand the kind of family the Rogers are. Cole Group would have never grown to where it is without their help. And you, what have you accomplished? You've been married for 10 years and still haven't had a single child with Sarah. My mother folded her arms and scoffed. Exactly. All you do is sulk and throw tantrums. Listen to me, Oliver, when it comes to Sarah, you have no right to ask for a divorce. Not now, not ever. With that, they both walked away, leaving me alone in the center of the room. I stood in silence, my cheeks still tingling. My bare foot throbbed from the sprain, the ankle red and swollen. The scent of medicinal spray still lingered in the air, pungent, bitter, clinging to the back of my throat. And yet, from the moment my parents arrived until the moment they left, neither of them asked about it. Not a single glance. All they cared about was Sarah, the marriage, the Rogers, their own reputation. This scene, this ugly, suffocating farce had played out before, and every time, it left the same dull ache pressing behind my eyes. The next morning, the swelling had subsided only slightly. It still hurt to walk, but I forced myself out the door anyway. Albert Murray's project was on a tight schedule and I expected to hit the ground running as soon as I joined. With paperwork still to submit and time running short before I needed to leave the country, I pushed through the pain. When I returned that afternoon, the house was quiet, but the air inside was tense. Sarah sat on the sofa, arms crossed, lips tight. Elise was next to her, angrily swiping at her tablet. As soon as she saw me walk in, she shot up and shouted, her tone filled with undisguised contempt. It's already getting dark. Where the hell have you been? Why didn't you pick me up from school today? And why haven't you made dinner yet? What are Mom and I supposed to eat? Now that Francis was returning, Elise didn't even bother to keep up any act. All the hostility and disgust she had were spilled out like poison. Sarah didn't stop her. Instead, she turned toward me, her eyes brimming with disdain. All she did was give you a little push and you're still mad about it. What kind of father holds a grudge against a 10-year-old? She exhaled through her nose, clearly exasperated. Enough. Go make dinner. Elise is hungry. I looked at them both, standing there like they owned everything in this house, including me. A mother and daughter who had once clung to me